I think we're good. Hi everybody, I'm Jay here. Okay, let me move this back just a hair. Oh, sorry about the earthquake. There we go. I made some new rum tonight. Now don't freak out about how much is gone. I know I said I just made it, but some of it gets consumed in the process. Usually it's up to about here in the neck, and when I'm done with the infusion, it's like down to here. So if I just drink like 2 drinks, it seems like I drank half a bottle, but I didn't. Hi everybody, so let's see, we got some new fonts here on our burn to stream, and I also have the viewer count on burn to stream, so we'll see how that looks tonight for the first time. So I'm drinking this with classic soda water. Now I did a really heavy cinnamon infusion and a light coffee. What I did was I made some iced coffee and I just kept the coffee grounds and ran the rum through it. You can see how dark it is. So it has a nice vanilla coffee flavor to it with heavy cinnamon. Now, my special guest tonight is R2D2. Yeah. And here are the chopsticks. And on the back are buttons that light them up. So here they are. May the force be with you. That's what they look like. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I got this jacket in the Philippines, and you'll notice that our comments are burning to the stream. So finally we got that working, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to your help and thanks to Streamlabs' help. Yeah, you see, Shirley, the comments are burning to the stream, and that makes it so much easier for replay. So isn't that cool? So here we go. We got our R2D2 Star Wars Chopsticks LED. Yeah, isn't that cool? So there you go. And I was gonna use them to enjoy some Nyoto Gamba. I'm not a rabid Star Wars fan. I like the franchise. I mean, I was around in '77. You know, I took a date to see the original. It's fantastic. Hey Ken, how you doing? All right. Now, I don't want to talk about it all night like I did last night. Can you guys see the comments burned to the stream? Are the fonts big enough? I want to know if the font's big enough. The second thing is there is an option to box each comment in, kind of like Periscope. You know how a Periscope comment will pop up, but it'll be in a little field with round edges? I can do that too. If you think it would be better to have you know, a boxed in field, I can do that. But if you don't, I'll leave it this way. I'm not actually trying to copy Periscope. I just wondering if it would make it easier to see, that's all. So here we go. Now the cool part about this is it lights up the food. I was eating some kimchi the other night with the Darth Vader ones. The Darth Vader chopsticks. And it actually lit the pieces of cabbage up. The ends are kind of shiny, see? It doesn't really represent well on the camera. On the camera, the tips are a lot lighter, so. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it does that sometimes. If you got like 30 seconds. You send too many within a 30-second period. Sorry about that. So as you can see, I got the comment box like about halfway across. Anyway, I'm really digging these Star Wars chopsticks. Look like a lightsaber. Oh, okay. Good. That's going to make it so much easier for two things. It's going to make it easier on me so I don't have to read the comments now. It's going to make it easier on replay viewers so they can actually watch and see the comments. So there you go. No. I don't know if it's burning the viewer count. I want to say hi to everybody who just joined. This is MJ here. It's my usual Thursday night stream I'm doing here at Win-Win's. I'm eating some dried beef, which is actually deep fried beef. It's quite good. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. These are LED chopsticks. This one's a little bit crooked. I'm going to put that one on the bottom. There you go. These are R2D2. Actually, the back camera looks better up close. There you go. That's R2D2. That's what it looks like, front and back. So Star Wars on it. No, it's not as crazy here as it was yesterday. No, not at all. Not at all. And you can see that there's a little graphic about the batteries, and that's what the buttons to turn them on. So the temperature in Taiwan right now is about 14, so it's not so bad. It's about 14. So it's not Bali temperature, but it ain't bad. I got my leather jacket on because there's a 0% chance of rain. No rain. There you go. If it's not humid, that's a nice temperature. You know, there's no bugs and stuff, and you're not sweating, so hey, not bad at all. Now I'm going to ask one more time. Do you guys think that the comments should be boxed in one of those fields, you know, with the round corners on it? Do you think the comments should be boxed? And if you want to see what it looks like, I can change it for next time. Wow, 47, holy cow. And 70 later? Wow, man, 70 is nice. Okay, it's good. That's excellent then. Okay. I'm so used to reading the comments, I want to read them now. I don't have to. Everybody can read them for themselves. Okay, if it's fine the way it is, I'm going to leave it. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a clone of Periscope. I'm just trying to make it as easy to see. This solves a major problem that I've had with YouTube. You know, with the disappearing comments. All right. So what's going on? What's new? Hi, everybody. It says we got 4 viewers. If this is your first time viewing, especially, please introduce yourself. We're running at 720p, and looking good. Got my Wi-Fi box. Henry, how you doing? All right. I need to give all you guys a fist bump. There's Shirley, Ken, Henry. That's nice. That's nice. Too bad you didn't get a chance to go to the States, though. I know you wanted to go to the States. Henry says he's working on the settings and Streamlabs on the computer. Oh, Ken saying that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ken was saying that. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying, Ken. Yeah, you log into Streamlabs and it's completely configurable. It's amazing. And if you're, a streamer that is looking for donations, you're doing that kind of stuff, and you can set donation goals, a tip jar, and it's amazing what Streamlabs does. It's completely set up for live streaming, for live streamers to make money. The only thing it doesn't do is pay-per-view. I understand. Thank you for that prioritization. I appreciate it. I'm going to go to the States one way or the other in February, because that's the drop dead for the study, the medical study for Dr. Sears. As long as I make it there by the end of February. So there's two people I can see. My brother lives in Florida, and he can get a couple days off. And of course, I'm so close, I'm going to look up Steve. I got to contact Steve and let him know that I'm coming. And Steve and I can scope together. That would be good. That'd be a lot of fun. All right. This beef is really good. See? Really, really nice. I understand. Well, you know, you can't predict everything. You just have to be flexible, but yeah. I understand. It is good. You guys, if you want to try something, get some, you know, tender cuts of beef and, you know, cut them into, slice them into, whoops. Nope. Not eating that one. Slice them into pieces about this big and put them in the wok with some hot oil and deep fry them real quick. Yeah, that one landed on the ground and it's longer than the 10-second rule, so. All right. This is actually a Thai style dish. The Thais do that. Deep fried pork, or beef. They do deep fried pork too. And you know, each one has its own virtues. I like deep fried pork too. Yep, it is good, thank you. Also, it is empty tonight. Last night it was crazy. Last night, for those of you who watched the stream last night, right before we went live, there were a couple Thai guys here propositioning a Vietnam lady to take them both home. And she wisely sent them their walking papers and basically told them to get lost. But they were, you know, negotiating price and everything. Now, excuse me, it's live TV. I got to blow my nose. I'm going to go off camera for a second here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you very much. So, yeah. Stuff goes on here, you know. This is a microcosm of life. Now, my friend Michael Turton, who many of you may remember, he's Taiwan's most famous political blogger. Yes, you missed the drama. I wish you were here last night because there was some stuff going on in Chinese you would have loved, but I didn't stream until later. But there's a couple things, if you want to look at the stream from last night, there are a couple things that were happening. Anyway, missed the drama, yeah. Tonight, like, there's nobody here. So anyway, I'm kind of glad. I like it when it's not. Well, sometimes I like the drama, but sometimes I don't. DJI Osmo. That's the gimbal, you mean? The gimbal? What is the Osmo? Is that the gimbal? I forget. DJI makes a wide range of stuff. The gimbal, yeah, okay. Well, just remember, you know, there's no tripod mount on it. It's mounted off to the side. It's kind of weird. It's actually, well, a lot of people like them. I've never used one. But just from my study. I don't think it's as good as the Xeon, but if it does what you need it to do, and the price is right, then go for it. I mean, it is DJI, and the build quality is going to be perfect on it. DJI is one of those Chinese companies that got it right. So for those of you who just joined, I got my Star Wars chopsticks. Haha, you do have self-control, I know you do. Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't use my gimbal every day. I don't even use it every week. But when you need it, it's a really nice tool, you know, and you want to, like, I gotta upload these to YouTube. I was at the big city mall, and I got my gimbal out with my wide angle lens, and I photographed Phoenix. I was running around. That's my kid. My kid is Phoenix. Running around with her, and she was playing hide and seek with me and mommy. And I got like 5 minutes of that, all on video, thanks to the gimbal. It's rock solid. I mean, I was running full speed, you know, trying to catch her and stuff. It was really funny. So, for some of those things that you want to get, a gimbal is the only way to get them. I'm really glad that I have those memories of her, you know, when she grows up. But I need to put that on YouTube because it's really cute. I got 5 minutes of it. And she's really cute counting, you know, and ready or not, here I come. Oh yeah, oh that's cool. Well, if you're looking to buy a drone, they came out with a new one, the Mavic or the Mavic, however you pronounce it, the Mavic, I guess. They came out with a new one that's like 60% quieter and has a longer battery life. They call it the Platinum, I think. It's a little more money. It's worth getting that. So, excuse me. Ken, which Xeon? Which Xeon? The smooth, the 3, or the I forget the other one. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The latest one. The Q. Ken, are you talking about the Q or the 3? Anyway. Even the Q would be a good deal at that price. Yeah, I don't use my gimbal every day. Don't use it every week. But let me tell you, when I want to get something, we don't need a license here. Taiwan is considering regulations for the commercial drone, but not for the hobby drone. So here, it's still buy and fly, which I like. Which I'll tell you about something about that in just a second. Two things. How's the audio? Because I noticed the playback last night had some audio artifacts. It was acting really strange. There were some noises. And the second thing is the exposure flickering on you guys? Is it going light and dark, light and dark? So a friend of mine named Lawrence came to Taiwan. He and his wife Alyssa. And we took them. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. We took them to the Xiaowulai waterfall. And Lawrence has a Mavic. Okay, thanks, Kim. And I stood behind him and watched over his shoulder while he piloted it. He went over by the Fuxing Bridge and then over to the waterfall. It was fantastic. Now, he's never posted anything on YouTube, but I've sort of convinced him to post that footage on YouTube, and he hasn't done it. He and his wife are on a tour. They went to Korea Vietnam, Japan, came to Taiwan, and now they're in Thailand. So when they get back home and they fix it up, then they'll put it on YouTube, and I'll tell you guys about that. Yes, Jevin's Instagram posts are amazing. But let me tell you something that's still, Shirley, they just touched the surface. If you go to my blog, the last 2 installments were our East Taiwan trip. Excuse me, I'm burping. I've uploaded the photography for section 3. I've got section 1 and section 2 written. Section 3 will be even more. I mean, East Taiwan is off the charts. If you really want to see what it looks like, go to my blog and look up my brother's visit, literally my brother's visit to Taiwan. His name is John, and he came here in 2011, and we circumnavigated the island. And he was always like, pull over, I want to take a picture. And I was like, nah, it gets better. Pull over, I want to take a picture. No, it gets better, trust me. And so later on in the trip, he said, you kept telling me to wait. You kept telling me to wait whenever I want to take a picture, and it would get better. And he said, but it did get better, so you were right. Because the thing is if I wasn't right, then he would have been mad at me. But, you know, of course, I know what it looks like. The problem is, they are cool, aren't they, Ken? The problem is, though, is there are certain scenic overviews or overlooks, if you will, of areas in East Taiwan where there is a very limited vantage point from. There are 2 places in particular. So the thing that happens is that all the foreigners have like the same photograph, you know, of that place. So what it comes down to is how do you frame it and how do you process the photo, if you use, you know, photo processing. That's what it comes down to later. So, but if you go to my blog, thenhbushman.com. Hey, Mike's here. All right, how you doing? Nice to have you with us. If you go to my blog, the NH Bushman, that's the New Hampshire Bushman, that was my nickname, Bushman, the nhbushman.com, and you look at the latest 2 posts, then you'll see some of East Taiwan that we recently saw. I don't know what mukbang is. Sorry about that. I don't know what mukbang is, Shirley. Sorry about that. By the way, Shirley is Henny. Shirley is Henny's nickname. That's what we call her. So sorry about this. It's for those of you who are trying to figure out who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Henny. What is that? So the answer is no, I haven't, because I don't know what it is, unless it's something that I don't recognize. And I do know what it is. Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Well, see, I got this thing against gluttony. I know what you're talking about. I can't eat as much. I understand. I can't eat as much as people might think I can. But I think it's just me, and I'm not, you know, judging anybody else. When I talk about these things, I apply them to me. I don't apply them to anybody else. But I think it's gluttony, and I think gluttony is a sin. Because I think food is a gift from God. And, you know, before I eat, yes, maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe you guys think I'm corny. But before I eat, I pray. You know, I pray to if I'm around a bunch of people, I don't, you know, I pray to myself. You know, by myself in my mind, not out loud. But I'm just saying, I think that it's important to view food as something very important and not, you know, to be wasted. And that's why I don't get involved in eating or drinking contests. And like, I don't even do eating or drinking games, though. You know what I mean? Oh, I know what you mean. Like, see, we see those. What Shirley's talking about is there's popular shows here in Asia. They're usually from Japan, and you're absolutely right. I've seen some skinny little, you know, 40-kilogram girl sit down and eat, you know, 10 or 15 bowls of ramen, and just, I'm watching it with my wife. I'm like, where does she put it? What, has she got a hollow leg? Seriously. Yeah, Shirley's absolutely right. The skinnier they are, the more they can pack away. I don't know where they put it. And they do this all the time, and they don't put on weight. So their metabolism must be running on, you know, must be overclocked. So anyway, my followers know that I'm a thankful person. So it's not going to shock anybody that I pray to, you know, to thank God for my food. That's why I don't do it. So it is against the law of nature. You're right about that. But for me, they can do it all they want. It's okay with me. But for me, I can't do it. You understand why? A lot of people here in Taiwan have drinking games and eating games, and I just don't do them. Gotta have the lip balm. It's that time of year. You notice what I did? You notice I covered myself with my hand. That's something we do here in Asia. In the States, I would see people using toothpicks, right? You really? 6 digits? Holy cow. I didn't realize that. In the States, I'd see people using a toothpick, you know, and they're digging for gold, you know, and like, you know, it's like gross. Well, in Asia, we go like this. We use a toothpick like this. We hide because we have a concept known as embarrassment. Some people are nothing embarrasses them, so, yeah. Shirley's laughing because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. You see American people, right? I mean, they take a toothpick and they're like, and you know, nobody wants to see that. That's gross. That's disgusting. So really, if you're going to use a toothpick, hand over your nose. And that's why you see a lot of Asian people, especially women, you don't want to be labeled as a gold digger, exactly. You see women, when they laugh a lot of times, they laugh like this because they don't want, you know, their mouth gaping open in front of people. So the actual gold digger, okay. That's a different meaning, but yeah. But yeah, and even on Periscope, you know, you see people around the world, a lot of people, men and women, mostly women though, will laugh, and they laugh with their hands over their mouth like that. So, or people chewing on toothpicks all day. Yeah, yeah. Ken Rod says, "Ew." Now you know you're in the restaurant business, Ken, and you know you can't do that according to the health department, because every time you touch the toothpick, you get spit on your fingers, and whatever you touch has the germs from your mouth. So if you work in a restaurant, you can't chew on a toothpick all the time. And the reason I know that is because I was working in a Chinese restaurant chewing on a toothpick, and a health inspector came and told me. And she told me to throw it away, and I threw it away. And I said, respectfully, I'd like to ask you what's the reasoning behind that. And she said, sure, I'll tell you. And she told me that, and I was like, oh, of course. So still hard to read the comments when watching on the TV. Mike, can you be more specific? Can you tell me why? Is it because of the background? It's mixing with the background? Because the other thing that I can do, I can change the style of the comments to put them in a little box, like on Periscope. So they'll be boxed with a box with round corners on the edges. If that would make it easier, then I could do that. And I'll tell you what, maybe I should just do that for the next broadcast, and you guys can tell me what's better. So yeah, Mike's watching on a big screen TV. Yeah, that's the way to watch YouTube. But I gotta tell you, I'm scary. In 720p on a 60-inch TV, I'm scary. So let me back off a little bit. Anyway, this is my leather jacket I got from Manila. It cost 50,000 Philippine pesos, which is like 6 months worth of salary for a Filipino person. I felt kind of guilty buying it. But it's absolutely glove soft. It is soft, super soft leather. You can see how supple and pliable it is. It really is. But it's warm. It's very warm. And it cuts the wind. And I don't wear it when there's any chance of rain, because you know you wear a leather jacket in the rain. Of course, it's got the epaulets, which I like. But you wear it in the rain, it's all done. It gets all stiff and everything. Although I do have some mink oil, I could probably, you know, restore it. But these last 2 days, yes, it is from cow skin. Yeah, absolutely, it is from cow skin. Made a screenshot. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And you can pop it right into the late night group, and we can have a discussion there. But maybe what I should do is maybe I should, you know, box them in the little you know, the little box, each comment in its own little box. Worried about that. So hey, Marshall, Matt, Dylan, how's it going? All right, good to see you. All right, yeah, it has been a while. And the great part about it is now we got the comments burning to the stream. So never again do we have to worry about MJ talking, reading comments, replying to people, and the replay players going, who's he talking to? He acts like he's reading comments, but I don't see him, so there you go. Comments only last 15 seconds. Yes, that's what I have them set for. I could have them set to continuously what am I trying to say? Hey, now for the not to expire. I could set them not to expire, and they would just get pushed off up on top. You know what I'm saying? So yes, the latency is super fast. The latency is super fast. I've got it set for fast latency. So that girl tried to make eye contact with me and tried to, you know, give me the look, and I looked away from her. No, latency is super fast. This is approaching Periscope territory, but we're in 720p, so it's not bad. Can't complain. So Marshall, Matt, Dylan, how the heck are you doing? It's good to see you. Anyway, I have the comments set for 15 seconds. Because that's you know, that's quite a bit. I could have them not disappear and just go up. You know, I mean, not fade out and just go up and continuously, you know, then disappear off the scroll. So like that. Yeah, party's about to start. Yeah, I should shut that door though because it's loud. Excuse me. I'm gonna get up and shut that door. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame, and I'm going to tell you why. Because some of these ladies are not unattractive. Some of these ladies are attractive, but they all smoke cigarettes. And they're just, it's disgusting, and it ruins their looks. I think Jimmy can handle durian. He's a tough guy, you know. He's a tough guy. He can handle it. He might not like it, but I'll bet he can try it once. I'll bet he'll get through it once. He may not have a taste for it. But, you know, durian is one of those foods. See, kimchi is another food like this. It's a food that when you smell it from far away, it stinks. But if you put it right up to your nose and you smell it, and you smell it deep, and you smell, you know, the aroma coming off the food but not wafting through the air directly, it smells a lot better. And it's one of those foods that when you taste it, the aroma with the flavor, you know, together by eating it is way better than just the flavor. Durian is a fruit. It's a fruit that's covered by spikes like armor. If someone were to throw a durian to you and you caught it like a football, it would injure your hand severely. Yeah, see, not everybody thinks it's distasteful or bad tasting. Not everybody thinks it's bad tasting. So, yeah, they call it the king of fruits, yeah. There you go. But it's one of those things that I can take or leave, you know. Actually, when I ate the snakeskin fruit in Bali, it reminded me a little bit of durian. Do you know what I mean, Shirley? Just a little bit. It kind of reminded me of the sourness of it. But yeah, I think Jimmy can handle it. Jimmy's her boyfriend, by the way. So I think he can handle it. Anyway, about the comments, I'll tell you what I'll do. On the next stream, I will encapsulate each comment in its own little box, and I will have it set to remain, and so they don't go away. And we'll see how much it interferes with the video. See, here's the thing. When I'm sitting here doing a talk show, it's one thing. But if I'm out somewhere and showing you guys something like a temple, you may not want those comments in the way. I'm just saying, if I'm showing you something, you know, interesting. So, $4.98 a pound, yeah. Most probably not a bad price considering where it comes from. We have durian in Taiwan, but it's imported. It doesn't grow here. It comes from Thailand. So yeah, give it a try if you want to. That would make a nice little stream. You want to check that out. So, letting the comments stay. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I ate a bunch of stuff with them. Here they are. Let me do this. For those of you who just joined, these are the R2D2 chopsticks. That's what they look like in the front versus the back. Okay, and they're whoops, sorry about that. There's a button. That button turns the LEDs on. Okay, and they say Star Wars on one side, and on the back side is the button, and you know the little thing that you can put the batteries in. It's a 1.5 volt times 3. Okay, so let's go to the front, and here they are, and we turn the LEDs on. They look like this. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, you know. I'm not like a rabid Star Wars fan, but that's what they look like. You know, here's one on and one off. And the cool part about it is the ends light up. So like when you're eating some food, you know, especially something that's kind of like, I don't know, translucent. Like I ate some kimchi the other night, little pieces of cabbage with my red ones, because I got some Darth Vader ones too that are red, and they're really intense. And it lit up the piece of food, so it's really cool. So yeah, I was eating food earlier, and you know, with the chopsticks, but here they are. R2D2 LED chopsticks. There you go. So what I'll do is the next time I'll bring the Darth Vader ones. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. But you know, you can get like Star Trek phasers that are like television remote controls, and you can get this old-fashioned Star Trek communicator that's Bluetooth for a mobile phone, a communicator to, you know, talk with on your phone, and you can get the next generation. Yeah, there you go. Yes, you can. You can get the next generation Star Trek badge, you know, the one that you tap. So yeah, we don't do Christmas here in Taiwan, so I'm not doing it. Having hot pot dinner? Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm Taiwanese, man. I'm going to tell you something. I have never liked Christmas, even when I was a kid. There's always drama. There's always you invite some fringe member of the family, and there's always some kind of drama on New Year's Eve, and they want to cause trouble, and there's fights and stuff. It's like, oh man. So anyway, that's just me. So, and on my show and on the late night group, I try to keep things completely secular, because you know, it's a religious holiday, and some people don't celebrate that because it's a religion and all that. So you know what I'm saying? It might be offensive to some people, And we have people of various faiths, and so in order to respect all of them, I just don't do anything. So yeah, I'm Taiwanese now. Yeah. Christmas here in Taiwan is completely bogus. Like, even my kid notices this. There are Christmas trees all over the place. Now 15 years ago in Taiwan, there was nothing. But now you go to the mall and they all got Christmas trees. But there's no stars on the top because they don't know you put a star on the top. So anyway, my kid will go, there's another one. No star. They don't understand. So, yep, that's right. So she knows. So that's just me. Yep, I understand. It is a hard holiday. Man, I gotta tell you, there's always somebody that's making trouble. I don't know what it is. But for me and the celebrations that I've had with my family over the years, it's just, I don't know. There's always something weird going on, so. If I hear that song Last Christmas one more time, I swear, I'm going to go to the machine shop and I'm going to machine a gun. And I'm going to go to Starbucks, I'm going to shoot the speakers out. On the lam. That's funny. Yeah. That means you're on the run. I know. They play that. I got to tell you, they play that in Starbucks. In Starbucks, the November 1st, I got to tell you, November 1st, so my wife likes me to take her to Starbucks every morning for breakfast. We get a breakfast sandwich and a coffee, right? Except on the days where I'm fasting, I just get a coffee. November 1st, they're playing Christmas songs. And, oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, it's weird. So I don't do it. I haven't celebrated Christmas for 30 years. It's just me. But if you guys want to do it, it's okay with you. It's just for me. And I don't say Merry Christmas. It's just something I wouldn't wish on anybody. So it's just me. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I have my own ideas and stuff, and I don't, enforce them on, or impose, I guess the word is impose them on other people. So, yeah, I understand, and, I'll back you up on that, so if you want to phase it out. All I want for Christmas, yeah, my 2 front teeth. Oh, I know. And I got to tell you something. The one, Coco, how have you been? We've been missing you in the late night group. So much better experience using Streamlabs. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Mike. Coco, nice to see you. And as you can see, the comments are burned into the stream, Coco. So now we don't have to worry about, the issues with the comments disappearing and, me reading everybody's comment all the time. So nice to have you with us, Coco. All right. Now, my goal is somewhere in spring to summer to have a party in the U.S. And when we have a party in the U.S., it's going to be at Coco's new place. I'm inviting myself at Coco's new place. Yeah. And then we got to figure out how we can get everybody across the U.S. and the country and the other places in the world out to the party. But we're going to do that. So, yeah. Nice to see you, Coco. How's everything? How's your husband doing? How's everything? Are you all settled into your new place? I can't wait to see what your new place looks like on Periscope or YouTube, whichever platform you want to use. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Do a walk around. So, yeah, we're intruding ourselves into her house. Yeah, but see, but I knew it's okay. She says she's waiting. Doors open. There you go. See, I knew that. All right, all right. Actually, we talked about that before. So yeah, Coco, Coco, I know that you would love nothing more than to have all the late night family at your place. I know you would. So, because we could all cook together, especially the outdoor cooking on the grill, and build a fire and, you know, Dutch oven. So everything's great. I'm glad to hear it. That's fantastic. Fantastic. The pictures that I saw, you know, that you posted on the late night group from the outside of the home are just spectacular. It looks fantastic. So, and it's considerably larger. Yeah, I was going to say it looks considerably larger than the other place. But I thought the other place was great too. We have a lot of history from broadcast, you know, and YouTube. It would be the event of the year, wouldn't it? Absolutely. So Coco, how do the comments look to you? Burned on the stream. The latency is incredible. It's so fast. And we're in Periscope territory now with this latency and the convenience. So yeah, this is a new era. This is going to be great. So for those of you who just joined, like Miss Coco, these are my Star Wars chopsticks. I think you might have seen this. Oh, I'm drinking some rum that I infused. I'll show you in a second. These are my R2D2 chopsticks, and they have a little secret. They light up. Oh, finally done with things. Fantastic. They light up with LEDs, and I was eating some stuff earlier, so you have to look at the beginning of the stream. So, Mike, I'm not sure if you probably seen me talk about this before. This is a Limo Joe. This is a in Chinese. This is kind of a loan word. This is a way of saying rum liquor. And yeah, they are nice in Chinese. And you see how dark it is. Now I started out. This is a new bottle tonight, but don't worry, I haven't drank all of it. The bottle is this high when you first. Okay, good. Well, we'll help you catch up. When you first buy the bottle, it's filled up to here, but when I run it through the process, it's like down to here. So I've had like 3 or 4 drinks. You know, I'm almost done drinking for tonight. But it's really dark because I ran it through some coffee. I have some vanilla coffee and also some cinnamon. So I ran it through cinnamon and coffee. So I have infused the flavors of this rum with cinnamon and coffee. And I pour, like, usually in the cup. I season the rum. I put about this much in the cup, and then I put the rest of soda water. Yeah, I gotta tell you something. If you guys want like a hobby, just something to do, it's a lot of fun. Go to the store and buy some cheap kind of rum. It really doesn't matter what kind. Just buy some cheap rum. And use, you know, one of those little, you know what I'm talking about, those conical things where you put the coffee filter paper in and it drips into the container, you know, for making coffee. Just use that. Just put some filter paper in there and put anything you want there. You can put cloves, you can put cardamom, you can put cinnamon, ginger, you can put pieces of apple or cherry, whatever you want in there. I like to put coffee and cinnamon. And be prepared for a little while. I mean, you got to go do something and come back because it's going to go drip, drip, drip. It's going to take a while. But you can flavor your own rums, and they're fantastic, especially if you use things like vanilla. Whew. I had some real vanilla beans that I bought at Costco, and I put them in the rum and left them there for 2 weeks. Whew. Wow, was that good. That was off the charts. Then I took some of that vanilla rum and added cinnamon to it. And cinnamon and vanilla are like 2 of the most aromatic and fantastic. I mean, come on. Talk about flavors. Those 2 flavors are just, they're unbelievable. And I know I say this a lot, but it's off the charts. It really, really is. So there you go. Yeah, no, it is. It really is amazing results. We know Caspar. When Caspar comes here, I always make a rum for him, and he and I sit here and drink it. And if you guys want to check out the last time we were here, he was talking about the rum a little bit. But yeah, that's what we do. And cloves. Hey, Rob, nice to have you with us. All right, Rob's just joined us. If you use cloves are really, really nice. What I do is this this may help you a little bit with your infusions. I have a hand cranked coffee grinder, and it doesn't matter if it's hand cranked. I just like it because I like the experience to hand crank it. It doesn't matter if it's hand cranked or if it's an electric one. I put like the cardamom, I put the nutmeg, I put the cloves or whatever I'm going to put into the, to infuse. I put them in the grinder and I grind it together with the coffee. Like I have a measure that I used that I put the coffee into the coffee grinder, and I'll put a couple of cloves in it. So when I grind the coffee, it grinds the cloves too, and that makes a big difference. Then you use one of those conical, drip. You know what I'm talking about, where you drip the coffee. Hey, can't tell me nothing when I got that going. Works great. What I'd really like to know is if you guys decide to infuse your own rums. I'd like to know what it tastes like. Oh, I got to use my lip balm again. Sorry. If you guys infuse your own rums, I would like to know what the results are. Excuse me. Yeah, let me know what the results are. Let me know what you put in. And the thing is, we can talk about that in the late night group, and we can maybe get some recipes going. That'd be cool. That would be really cool. I did use some cardamom and some cloves, but I noticed that. By the way, Rob, PC is Mike Rundgren. You know him from the late night group. And he runs a really nice channel on YouTube that actually tries to help people, as opposed to me. I just run my mouth, but he's trying to help people that have psoriasis and skin problems. So kudos to him. I tried some of the spices, the Indian spices, and they're numbing. They made my tongue and my lips numb. I think the best spice to start from, in my opinion, is cinnamon. Cinnamon and coffee. Oh yeah, it is. It is good in coffee. In my opinion, it is good in coffee. I would do like I said, I would put it in the coffee grinder and grind it up and try that. I would try that. Yeah. So, it's used in, Indian cuisine and some Asian cuisine. So, yeah. I think Shirley's gone. I think Shirley is retired for the evening because it is kind of late where she is. It's 1 o'clock here where I am. And in Bali, Indonesia, it's the same time zone. So I'm pouring my last little bit of this rum, my last little bit of this soda water, and this, of course, keeping with my policy of not getting drunk, because I don't get drunk. I can't stand drunk people. Gosh, drunk people are just so annoying. Don't blush, Mike. Come on. Listen, I love it when I see people trying to help others, you know what I mean? And I looked at your content. And Mike, you're trying to help people. So hey, kudos to you. Yes, Ken, put it in the beans when grinding it. That way, it's, you've got more surface area on the pieces, and when you infuse the water, you'll get more of the flavor out of it. But be careful. It's really powerful. Use a little bit. I'm talking about like, 1 or 2% to the coffee to start with. And if you don't taste it, then add a little bit more. But I got to tell you, if you add like 25% or 20%, it's going to overwhelm you. It's really, really powerful stuff. So you'll see what I mean when you use it. But it's good. There's kind of, I don't know what it is because I haven't found it, but there's kind of a magic ratio. But it's kind of a numbing spice. You may find that it makes your lips and your tongue numb, which is okay because the mala spice in Chinese cuisine, the mala spice is a cold numbing spice. It's not so hot spicy. It's cold and numbing, and that's kind of how cardamom is to me anyway. Your mileage may vary, but I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. The last time I did an infusion with cardamom, I put like 4 pieces of it in there. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really couldn't tell you. I put like 4 pieces of cardamom in, and I put like, I think 4 or 5 cloves. They look like the World War II German hand grenades, what they look like. And I popped that into the grinder and ground it, and I could taste it all. Let me tell you, like 3 or 4 pieces, it was enough for me. So check it out, and please let me know. I would like to know what you think about it. I love talking about food. I love talking about drinks and making drinks and so forth. It's really interesting. Really? No kidding. Can you put a link to that in the late night group, please? Can you? My goodness. That is cool. A Star Trek sushi set. I would love to see that. Wow. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You know what? I know people can't click on it. I know they can't click on it in here, but if you would put it, if you have the link, in your clipboard, can you put it here in the comments? I guess over here, I guess. In the comments here, that would be good. And then maybe people can pause it if they have to. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully it won't be like a, gazillion letters long. That's really cool. No, it's not Eric. I really like these. You can share links in the comments, but they're not clickable. That's the thing. They're not clickable. But where we have them, they're burned into the comments here, into the stream. So yeah, Lazy Patriot is Matt. Marshall Matt, Dylan Matt, yeah. No, you don't need a new name. No. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have said that. Wow, the latency is great. I can't believe it. We're in 420p, right? We're in 420p, and we have like such fast comments coming. So, okay. Star Trek Sushi said, okay, I can remember that. That's a good idea. Okay, that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, Ken, Matt's been around forever. His Twitter name is Niall, like Niall or Niall. But anyway, his real name is Matt. Oh, come on, Mike, get off it. Your stuff is already fantastic, so. Found another site for 22 bucks. That ain't bad. I mean, for all that stuff, if it's like a big sushi platter and it's got like the merchandising with it, hey, that's pretty good. Mike, I'm just an old talk show host, you know what I mean? So what they say is you can take the talk show host out of the radio, but et cetera, et cetera. So I haven't been on the air in a long time, a really long time, but that's okay. I like it when I get together with John Sabot and we trade lines back and forth. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm doing great, MJ. Where you living? I'm living on 39 Smith Street. Oh, you're still in the top 40. So anyway, I love radio too. I love radio too. Now the cool part about it is when I go back to the States to visit, I still have connections where I could, if I wanted to, I could invite myself on a radio show, which I may do. If that ever happens, I'm going to stream it. Don't worry about that. It's one of my friends from Boston, from years ago, a Boston radio personality who used to do a TV program called, in the Boston area, I usually visit two places, the Boston area and North Carolina, because that's where my sister lives. Not very often, but sometimes I go to Florida because that's where my brother is. Usually my brother comes up to North Carolina and we visit together. But a friend of mine named Dana Hersey, okay, that would be cool. A friend of mine, his name is Dana Hersey. He used to do the Movie Loft on TV 38 in Boston. And he's doing another show on the North Shore. My friend Grady wrote me an email and said that he's up on the North Shore. So if I wanted to, I can invite myself on his show. But the fact is, Dana used to do these. Dana has this great voice. It's a very, very deep voice. Hi, I'm Dana Hersey. And he would always do like the voiceovers for shows like the Three Stooges. Now there are people in my peer group in Boston that talk about Dana doing the Three Stooges voiceover because it always was like this. It's, and now back to the Three Stooges. He's like, you say three like really high. Now it's back to the Three Stooges. So that's just radio talk. And now we're back to the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges after these words. So sounds like Yoda. There you go. The guy who did Yoda is awesome. But years ago, I was in the studio, and I used to do sessions at the studio where Dana, I used to do music sessions at night in the same studio where Dana would do like industrials in the daytime. And he and another guy would, the Three Stooges. He and another guy, what was his name? Mike? Gosh, I can't think of his last name. They were doing commercials for TV 38. You'll be captivated by a little romance. I'm Dana Hersey. And he would do stuff like, that's Al Pacino brilliantly manipulating the cheering onlookers in Dog Day Afternoon. And so one of the things they did was a little romance. And it was absolutely hilarious. Yes, that's what I mean. The guy who did Yoda, exactly. Who did the voiceover for Yoda, I should say. They did a little romance starring Laurence Olivier, and it was like tonight at 8 on TV 38's Movie Loft, a little romance. And the banter went on and on and on, and they, back and forth. And at the end of the take, Mike said, "Don't forget to bring your rubbers." Of course, they had to cut that out for the telecast. But I got to tell you, everybody in the control room and the whole studio busted out laughing. It was pretty funny. So, anyway, I no longer have that tape. I recorded that. I no longer have that tape. But if you look up Dana Hersey actually was a guest on the TV show Spencer for Hire, starring the late Robert Urich. It was a great show. And one of my favorite actors who played Hawk is Avery Brooks. And that was a Boston institution. And I remember when the show got canceled, the local SAG group, that's the Screen Actors Guild, the local SAG chapter called it, "Spencer, you're fired." Uh-oh, they're putting the door down. They're putting the door down. There it is. The door's halfway down. That means we're open, but we're not really open. So there you go. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't worry. I take enough supplements. I'm going to live to be 100. Don't worry. I'm the supplement king. And by the way, I'm just about ready to do my supplements show on YouTube. The last supplements that I was waiting for to arrive so I could show you guys has come. So we'll be doing the supplement show very soon. Now, when I go to the States in February to meet with Dr. Sears, I'm going to ask Dr. Sears if he'll come on a live stream with me. No, not that at all. Not that at all. People here raise their voice. It doesn't, and you guys have listened to my streams long enough that you've heard people yelling and stuff. It's not like that. People yell here because they're happy and they're excited. But you know, in the States, that would mean you're mad, not here. But when I go to the States and I meet with Dr. Sears, I want to ask Dr. Sears, I got to close that door, if he'll come on a stream with me. I'm going to ask him if he'll stream with me. And if he will, that would be fantastic. He's the only legal anti-aging doctor in the United States. He's the only doctor that's been registered legally with the FDA to practice anti-aging medicine in the United States. 可以关吗？可以吗？谢谢。 She didn't do it. I asked her, could she close the door? She didn't. Hold on. All right. Sorry. I gotta tap the screen and see if I missed anything. Okay. There you go. No. So yeah, he's the only certified anti-aging. No, she didn't close it. This only certified anti-aging doctor in the United States, and I would love to have him come on a live stream, even impromptu. But the thing is I always carry my iPhone with me, so I could do a simulcast with Periscope and with YouTube, because you know with Periscope you always get more viewers, and I'm not a viewer person where I really care about how many views I get. But for something like that, I would care about the exposure. And so if I could get Dr. Sears to come on, and if you would agree, I would put both phones up and do a live stream with him. So anti-sugar, I don't know if he's anti-sugar, but I did. The guy just came out and left the door open. He's the anti-aging doctor, but I don't know if he's anti-sugar, but he has talked about processed sugar. So yeah, I guess that's probably not an incorrect way of talking about it. He's more like a, well, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. He's really into supplements, from around the world that cure diseases, and he's into natural cures, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is a losing battle, you're right about that. He travels around the world. Every year he goes to Africa and he scours the African continent for cures. He's been to Bali, he's been to Jamaica, he's been to a lot of places. One of the books he has is the The Healing Herbs of Bali, and he's got another one, The Healing Herbs of Jamaica. Now I haven't read the Jamaican one, but I read the Bali one, and that's what put me on to Westy and Lalir, the healers that I met in Bali, and it's only because of his book. So the two healers that I have not met Dr. Sears yet, but I will when I go to Florida. He invited me to participate in a medical study. He's got a new supplement that he wants to try out, and I've already paid the money for the for the blood work and all that. So when I go to Florida, he's going to personally test me. So yeah, I'm going to meet Dr. Sears in February. Looking forward to it. He's a good guy. He's all over YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. Okay, I'm going to document it, I'm going to photograph it, and I'm going to talk about it on the blog for sure. I'm going to write about it on the blog. But you're right, I should document it, and I will. He's got a really, really nice YouTube channel. He talks about anti-aging, and the funny thing is, he's up there talking. Now this guy, he's 61 years old, same age as me. He's like 6 months younger than me. Got long hair, it's in a ponytail, it's his natural color, hadn't even turned gray yet. And the guy's in great shape. And you know, the camera's on him, and then it turns and focuses on the crowd, and it's all like geriatric people who are interested in anti-aging. It's kind of funny, but he does not look like a geriatric person at all. He's got all this this energy, and he's just, yeah, he is cool. He's super cool. So maybe what I'll do, maybe I should post the link to his YouTube channel in the late night group if you guys want to check it out. But seriously, Dr. Sears he's the real thing. He's an anti-aging doctor, and he has unlocked the secrets of telomeres. Now, the last study that he did like this, the study that he invited me on, the last study that he did, he reversed the age of the study participants by an average of 14 years each. And now he's got a super formula that he's going to try. And I get a chance to get the formula for free, and I'm going to take it, and it's going to reverse my age. And we'll see how far back I can go. Now they say that with this formula, that your hair might turn back to the original color. That would be cool. So I'm trying hard to ignore that. I keep shutting the door, but they keep opening it. I don't know what it is. You know what? One time, I shut the door. Some Vietnam guy opens it, goes out, leaves it open. I shut it. Some Vietnam guy opens it, goes out, leaves it open. I shut it. Some Vietnam guy opens it, leaves it open. I shut it. So I just started asking Vietnam people, don't you have a front door in your house? And don't you shut it? So anyway. Really? I'm not going to turn into a baby. So now it's not amazing. I'm just ignoring it. So Ken, take care. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. May the force be with you. Pretend this is a lightsaber. So we got the lightsaber battle. Ken, take care. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Take care. All right. I'm not going to turn into a baby, but that's a very, very good Twilight Zone episode. Sounds familiar. I think I saw that. I got an Android TV box, and I've been watching the Outer Limits and Twilight Zone, and the one with Burgess Meredith where he has the really thick glasses, and there's like some post-apocalyptic world that he finds himself in, and there's nobody left, and then he finally is alone to read all these books, and he breaks his glasses. How do you use chopsticks that big? That's a good question. All right, we got 3 questions. How do you use chopsticks that big? Do you have Netflix? Oh, time enough at last. Yeah, that's right. That's a good one. Well, Netflix is worldwide. I don't use it. I don't have any need for Netflix. The principles for chopsticks are all the same, no matter what their size is. You look at your thumb, and right in the crotch of your thumb, that's where you put the first chopstick. And the second chopstick, you hold on top. Oh, sorry about that. You hold on top. And you only move the top chopstick, okay? And what some people do is they put the 2 fingers here, okay? These 2 fingers on the bottom, and these 2 fingers on the top. They do like that. Nothing wrong with that. That's good, right? Or some people that are really good can just use them like this, and just like hold them with the 3rd finger or with this finger like that. And so it doesn't matter as long as you only move the top chopstick. And the reason I can do it is because I'm really, really super experienced. I've been using chopsticks since I was like 8 years old. My father had chopsticks that he brought back from World War II Japan in the house when I was a kid. And so when I was 8 years old, I discovered them in the silverware drawer, and I started using them. I asked my parents how to use them, and they didn't tell me. I figured it out by myself. And so the funny thing is now, today, my wife's mother watches me use chopsticks, and she told my wife in front of me, of course I couldn't understand what she was saying. She said that I use chopsticks beautifully. She said it was absolutely beautiful watching me use chopsticks. I was like, that's crazy, but that's how you do it. So what was the other comment? Let me look back again. So, oh, that's the name of the episode. Okay, I missed that. I missed that. Time enough at last. Yes, Coco Books. Sorry, I missed that. I was busy yakking. Yeah, exactly. And so I saw that episode the other day on my new on my new internet box. So he really was a great actor, and I only knew him when I was a kid from playing the Penguin on the Batman series. So great chopstick story. Okay, well there you go. So if you want to know how to use chopsticks, always put them in the bottom, the crotch of your thumb, and use these two fingers to start out, and then only move the top ones like that, and you can eat anything. Seriously, when I was in the States, even before I was in Taiwan, I ate most of my meals with chopsticks because it was more practical. You know, some things you want to use a fork on because you want to stab it, but you can also stab with chopsticks. So light up the chopsticks. There you go. Here they are. There you go. Light them up. Oh! That's because this is in 3D. That works. Like I said, that only worked because it wasn't 3D. You couldn't see that I was moving it back. I was moving it back, and all of a sudden it was like, there you go. So this is too much fun for me. This is way too much fun. I gotta go. It's almost 1:30. You guys take care. It's been a real pleasure having you with us. Thank you very much. Everyone, thanks for joining. It's been a pleasure, and it's really been nice having everything burned to the stream. So I want to thank Streamlabs. I want to publicly thank Streamlabs for such a great app. It's good to catch you too, Mr. Marshall Matt Dillon. Thank you. Yeah, because we don't interact live too often. So thanks, Rob. We appreciate it. Thank you, Coco. Thanks, Mike. You guys take care. And I'm going to try encapsulating the comments in the box next time. And we'll see what happens, all right? You guys take care. Have a very, very good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much. And you know what's coming? Here's the big finger. Not the other finger. Here's this finger. Bye-bye now. Take care.